Yes.
Okay, so the next topic we want to talk about, is there anything else you wanted to say about the 3DS or Nintendo?
No, I like it. I like the virtual console things. The virtual console thing. Actually, the first game that I bought off of the PS or not the PSN, the eShop, I made my wife buy. I was like, look, find you a game that you would like to play on this thing and buy it. And she rebought that Kirby pinball game that she gave to you to fix, that you said you could fix. So she can
I
now
can't
save.
fix.
No, you
I don't have
can't.
the battery for it. I
Yeah, I didn't
cannot.
think so.
I
I
opened
know.
it up. I don't have that battery. I'll have to buy it.
I don't worry about it. She has it on
I
me.
usually get them in blocks.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I made her buy it so that she
So
feels
okay, so the next thing.
wasn't a terrible purchase. Go
Okay.
ahead. You're good. No, it's
Okay, so
fine.
the
Go
next
ahead. Go,
thing
go, go.
we want to talk about is we got a lot of flack for the Amiibo episode. I did on Twitter
Oh.
of I don't know what I'm talking about, total bullshit, blah 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 blah. And my point to all of the Amiibo things was there's no game. It's all DLC. It's all add-on content. And that the game is the important thing. And that didn't strike me as much as when a couple months ago my PS3 broke, because it's old. So my wife and I were scouting for PS3s. We found a good deal at Target, and we bought the newest super slim line PS3 that came with Disney Infinity. And we didn't really care that it came with Disney Infinity. We cared that it was cheap.
What'd you wind up paying?
So
Like,
what?
Wait, how much did that cost you? Like, 200
120?
bucks? 120?
No, 120. Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Yeah. It was a 12 gig PS3, and then I put my old hard drive in it.
And so now it's like a, what, 100? Well, no, because the 12 gig is
250.
turned off.
Yeah.
You can't use the 12 gig anymore, which is silly. I don't understand why they don't just let you have that extra space, but whatever.
I think it has to do with how the OS handles the drives that it writes to.
Probably. It probably can only,
That makes sense.
it's not like a PC where it can utilize multiple drives at once unless one is USB.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
So anyway, so we got it set up, and as I was setting it up, formatting the hard drive and stuff, I pulled the Disney Infinity stuff out of the box and looked at it and was like, okay, this is cool, whatever, bye. And then, Christmas came and went, and I was homesick, and I was like, I have it sitting here, I'll set it up, I'll mess with it, I'll see what's up. And my God damn it, is that shit fun. As a grown-ass man, I
want to
paid
play
money
me some Disney Infinity with my little Amiibo-esque toys, my little NFC toys.
for a little Mickey Mouse, because I was running around and I saw they had Mickey Mouse, and I was like, well, I don't want Monsters Inc., and I don't care about The Incredibles that much. But then they had Mickey, and I was like, God.
Yeah, we'll take Sorcerer's Apprentice.
And Mickey, like, when he does his super move, like the mops from Sorcerer's Apprentice come out and they like attack people, and I was like, God damn it, you got me to buy more shit. And then I was going around, and my favorite Disney movie, almost bar none, is Lilo and Stitch. And the minute I saw Stitch sitting on pegs at Target, right next to Rocket Raccoon, there's a huge part of me that I don't like to admit, but immediately said, I need those.
Did you buy
Like
Rocket?
I need an oil change in my car.
Did
I
you buy
haven't bought Rocket yet.
Okay, I was gonna say.
So I haven't gotten Rocket yet.
That seems like that would have been a crazy overpowered team. You have Rocket and Stitch in your little posse running around. If you can do teams, I don't know how that game works.
So Disney Infinity is not perfect. So what happens is you buy a playset, and inside the playset, the playset is a standard style game. You go on missions, you fight bad guys, done. But you can't use.
Go ahead.
What, Dave?
Don't worry about it.
But you can't use all your characters in your playset. You can only use the characters that are designated in that playset. So I have the starter pack, which came with Avengers New York. You fight the Frost Giants and Loki. And you can use Nova, and you can use Rocket, and you can use Loki. But you can't, and Captain America and Hulk and Hawkeye. But you can't use Spider-Man in that playset, because Spider-Man has his own playset. So I didn't know that when I bought Stitch and Mickey, and I went to play with them, because I was like, I'm going to fight, Frost Giants as Stitch. This is going to be awesome. And
Yeah,
nope,
it doesn't work.
can't do that. Yep. So they kind of gate it in weird ways to make you buy more shit. So I'm not a fan of that. But I'm more a fan of that than the Amiibo shit, where we're just going to make a certain number of these,
Well, and the fact that
limited figures.
They also the fact that they're releasing like 2 different sets of Amiibos. There's like, oh, there's the and it's kind of the same thing that is it Activision that makes these Disney Infinity games is doing. Who
Activision makes Skylanders.
Okay, so they make Skylanders.
Disney makes Disney Infinity.
So it's Disney Interactive then. Anyway, it's kind of the same thing, right? Like, oh, we're gonna release this set of Amiibos, and they won't work with Smash. Like the red base ones will only work with Mario Party, whereas the gray base ones work with Smash or whatever, and they have the little logo on them. So it's
and the gray base ones will work with Mario Party, but you need to The gray base ones will work for Mario Party, but you have to wipe them.
Yeah, because they can only hold one set of information at a time.
Yes.
However big that little storage nugget is in there, it's probably a couple hundred kilobytes or something. It doesn't say. Crack one open. Let's find out. Let's break that bottom off a Stitch and see what's in him. No, it's not worth 13.
No, not doing that. Not doing that. Andy's not doing that. Not the Stitch. Maybe if Andy had Tinkerbell or something, that might happen, but not the Stitch. But the cool thing about it is you can use all of the stuff that you have. As you play through these playsets, you unlock things. Like in the Avengers thing, you unlock the Wasp, you unlock Captain Marvel, but you also unlock, like, the S.H.I.E.L.D. Skybike. And you can use all those things in your toy box. And your toy box is kind of a little Big Planet beginner set.
Yeah.
You can build... Are you still there, Dave? Okay.
I'm here. We're good.
You can build levels. You can build racetracks to go on races. You can build your own mini Disney theme park, and that's awesome.
Wasn't that what you could do in the first version of Disney Infinity, where you, like, if you collected all the dudes, you'd have, like, toy box mode, basically?
Yes.
Jack Sparrow
running
around with Sully and, Captain America or whatever.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
And I really like that. Like, I wish Amiibos had a toy box mode. I wish Skylanders had a toy box mode.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing
that's
is,
where the
Skylanders, at least they all work in the game, right? They kind of have to.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they do.
But, yeah, I don't know. The whole little toy market thing seems really goofy to me in general. Like, I keep thinking I want to buy, like, just one of the Mario or one of the Nintendo ones because I like those characters, but I just can't bring myself to do it. I have no use.
Yeah. I mean, the cool thing about the Disney Infinity stuff is that they give you a built-in use. That, like, oh, if you buy Mickey and unlock everything with Mickey, you'll eventually unlock Mickey's car for you to play with. You'll unlock different parts of the Sorcerer's Apprentice set. So, like, a castle tower that you can build. Stitch, you unlock palm trees. Yeah. You unlock, like, costumes for Stitch. You unlock... And this was all you don't buy. You just have to play a lot.
Yeah, it's got that free-to-play model, right? You put down your $13, and now you got to play to earn all this stuff.
Yep. But you can't buy it.
But you
the cool thing is that you can then trade your toy box with other people. So, like, I played a Stitch toy box with my Stitch character to get XP to level them up, But there's also, like, Brave and Pixar's toy boxes. And then there's also just random crazy toy boxes that people thought of that you just download, you play in them, and you leave.
Yeah. Can you buy other toy boxes online?
It's really smart.
Sets and stuff? Or not yet?
Yeah. So, like, if I wanted the Spider-Man set, I could go buy the Spider-Man playset, which comes with a Spider-Man figure and a Nova figure. Or I can go buy, they have blind packs, like trading cards. And sometimes in those packs, they'll give you these pegs that look like these, that will unlock either like different sky settings, different pieces of furniture, maybe Stitch's surfboard is one of these.
Bases without a figure, basically.
Yes, basically. Like this one came with the starter set, and it is a fully. Yeah, this is like a fully. This is a full like mini game. Like
Yeah.
this is basically Gauntlet, and you can play with your Disney, Marvel, Infinity characters.
I would imagine
Cool.
that
Like I
all
got
that
another
stuff is on
one.
the disc, and you just have to spend more money to buy it. So it's like buying DLC, but you get a real thing for it.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Like this one's a tower defense game. You put it on the base, it loads up a tower defense game that you can play with your Marvel characters.
That's kind of cool.
And that type of stuff is really cool. Like if I don't find anything else to spend that $5 gift card on at GameStop, I might buy a blind pack just to see what I get.
Yeah.
Because the cool thing about it is, I think Disney Infinity is the best of both worlds. It's a game like Skylanders, but at the same time, Disney has a deep enough roster of shit to
Yeah.
draw on.
Well, because they have all their characters,
So like
plus all
one
the
of them,
Pixar's characters, plus all of the Marvel universe, plus, the hell, Disney Infinity 3 is probably gonna have Star Wars crap in it.
well, I'll talk about it in a second. So, but like they also unlock like there's one I saw that's a peg at GameStop, and it was Merlin's hat from The Sword in the Stone.
Okay.
So like that's how deep they're going.
Yeah, they're
there's
going
a
all
Pride
the way.
Rock one. So very cool stuff. So if you buy all of the figures, this one's from Season 1. If you buy all the figures in Season 1, you unlock Luke's lightsaber.
Of course you
If
do.
you buy all of the Marvel figures, you unlock Luke's land speeder.
Of course you do.
If you buy all the Season 2 figures, you unlock, I think it's the Millennium Falcon. So clearly, Season 3 is going to be Star Wars.
or at least we'll incorporate
that
Star
point-
Wars characters. It's okay.
Oh, it's going to be Star Wars. You think they're going to release Star Wars Episode 7 and not have the Disney Infinity tie-in?
Yeah, and then that's just it. It'll come
That's
out. When's that game supposed or that movie? When's that movie supposed to come out? Like June this year?
Next Christmas.
Next Christmas?
No, next Christmas. Mm-hmm. So
So
in the fall, Disney Infinity 3.0.
well, get all your characters and here's some minor spoilers for characters. Aw.
Yes. So the things I don't agree with is that they had to do a refresh between Season 1 and Season 2. So you basically had to rebuy the game itself. And Season 1 playsets will not work with it, but everything else will. And having to rebuy the base game if you're not upgrading platforms, so like if you're not going from the Wii to the Wii U or from PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4, I think is kind of BS.
I don't know.
Once you have the base game, the starter set, you should be started. But that's me. But that's the only complaint I have about Disney Infinity. I wish I could use all the characters and all the things, but I understand that why not, and there's a legitimate, like...
Yeah, you would break
there's
the
a
game if you
game-centered
used
reason for
Stitch.
it. Yeah, like, Stitch doesn't go... Like, I think all the Marvel people should be allowed to be in the Marvel sets. But outside of that, like, I agree, Stitch shouldn't be in the Marvel areas. I think once you've unlocked everything, you should be able to do whatever you want, but the toy box is where
Well,
it's
you
at.
can. If
Like, that's definitely the main event.
You make New York City in your toy box and do it like that. And
No, you can't. You could, but you couldn't. The New York City and the Avengers playset is like a specifically designed, not part of the toy box thing.
Oh, so you couldn't like rebuild sections of the city or sections of the map because you just don't have the things for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, just pretend like all of the Merlin's towers that you've got, or the Sorcerer's towers, are skyscrapers. Go to town.
Okay, so that's it for Disney Infinity. So I wish Nintendo did that for the Amiibos. I think
maybe they're working
they
on that
would sell
game.
a lot more Amiibos.
I wanna say that I'd heard something that they were working on that game, or maybe that's just me dreaming things up. Uh-oh.
I mean, Nintendo likes to tout that they've sold as many Amiibos as they have, and it seems like a big number, but then you look at the sales numbers for Disney Infinity and Skylanders, and it is not big at all.
Well,
It
no.
is like a small fraction.
But Disney Infinity has been out for a few years now, and Skylanders has been out for a few years longer than that. So
Yeah, but I'm talking like sold in this year.
Well, this year's only a month long.
No, I'm 2014.
2014. Okay, so last year. But you got to remember,
So-
the Amiibos came out like what? March, May,
Like
something like that. They came out halfway throughout
No,
the year
we came out in the fall.
of last year.
No, Amiibo came out in the fall. It
13.
came out in the fall of 2014.
So they've been out for 3 months, 4 months, something
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
That's why.
And
Now,
you're talking about like
if you're talking about the same
you're
time
talking about
period,
them
that's
selling.
fine.
Yes.
But again, there's no game
And like
that
in the
requires
same
them, so
time
there's no
period,
need
like
for them
Nintendo.
to be bought.
Yeah. And I think like if there were a game for it, there would be a need. They would sell more.
Yeah.
At the moment, they're only selling more because of collectors who, frankly, are our age, wanting the whole set.
One guy that bought all the Rosalina freaking ones and just
Oh, that was so weird. That guy was so weird. Talking about how she's a hentai design, super pervy. I was like, what are you going on about?
I don't know.
Weird.
I mean,
Too weird for my blood.
a little bit.
So, Disney's doing it right. I think Nintendo should more closely mimic Disney.
Well, you know, we've been saying that for years.
It's true.
They need more IPs, but I don't know. I mean, Splatoon looks like it might be kind of fun for the Wii U, but that's.
And I'm sure you're going to have an amiibo for Splatoon.
Yeah.
There's amiibos for Big Hero. Not amiibos. There's Disney Infinity for Big Hero 6.
That movie was good though.
I loved Big Hero 6. Oh,
it was a pretty good movie. It was like if Pixar made anime. That's what that would be.
Yes. And like mixed with like the Marvel sensibility of superheroes and the real world, but not.
I believe it is a Marvel joint. Like it was a Marvel joint venture.
Yeah, Big Hero 6 was a Marvel superhero comic in the mid '90s. It started as Disney Marvel's Big Hero 6. However, apparently Disney and Marvel wanted to remove Marvel's name from it because they thought that people would get confused.
And would think that it's like a mainline Marvel superhero thing?
Like part of the Marvel superhero universe. Thor, Avengers, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
There's that might get a little confusing to some people who aren't super familiar with the stuff, but it was